What's up, guys? It's KingDaddyDMAC, and welcome back to another episode of Hermit Unleashed here in the Hermitcraft server. Oh my god, what's going on in the background here? Got some crazy farms going on from just Sassin. Pretty cool. He's making kind of like a miniature thing of what he did last server. So yeah, make sure to go check out his stuff, because that looks pretty dang cool, and he's getting some pretty good progress going on. Anyway, today, let me move my microphone a little bit. Today, I'd like to finally get a better power source going on, upgrade our solar panels, and get some UU matter being made. It's really not that expensive. I've been having an issue where overnight, right now, because it's daytime, it's going up, and we're not really producing that much, but this is taking 143 units per tick. It's pretty crazy, and at night, sometimes I completely run out of power, which is no good at all. And of course, this is due to a couple of new things I built. I want to throw in, this is temporary, because our only power for this, let's just get this set. Real quick, this is receive only. Let's get it from our quarry frequency. We're not doing any quarries. But the only way we're getting power is by these two medium voltage solar panels, solar arrays, and I don't know, they seem kind of buggy. I think I've talked about this in episodes before, but we get zippo for power at night, and if it's raining, and some days on this server, I swear it rains for like a couple days straight, and it is just no good. It really screws me up, screws up my AE system, and we got to get that fixed. Ooh, what's this? Thank you for the help. Oh, I was helping Slip out with his assembly table. And look at this, the collector. Reinforced 2, auto repair, silky haste, silk touch. Not bad. This is pretty sweet. Oh, I like it. We'll have to test this out. Well, thank you very much, Slip. Very kind of you. Very kind. I set up a whole bunch of stuff. Auto crafting, going into these furnaces, doing a lot of our ores, and yeah, getting ready for them solar panels to be made. I think let's run downstairs. Let's take a look. I'm starting to try and get paths in here and get this place looking nice. Yeah, it's looking good. And I think what I'm going to do, instead of having a big room where this tank just takes up that big area, I want to put up a wall, and we'll just have it so it's viewable. I'm thinking I might even put this back one more. And I gotta move this tank again. Yeah, that's right, again. It's still not how I like it. But I might have it stick out one like that so you can see the edges of the tank. I did this kind of styling a little bit on the last server. Have it something like that where you can see the edges. I think that'll be pretty cool. Have it offset, and where I need to move it in particular, why am I going so slow? Come on. I want to move it down 1 or 2 so it's a flat walk on. So it will end up, the edge will either be right here or right here. So one or the other. But anyway, it'll make for a good walkway, and we can just have the tank on one side and all of our geotherms on the other. So we'll figure that out. I'd like to get the other tank in today. And I'd like, whoa, you know, it did switch. It was just all weird. Okay. I'd like to get the other geotherm in. Or other tank in. I'd like to do steel this time. We'll have the path coming off, and I'll go right here. I dramatically increased the size of our assembly thing. So this is what's making it suck up a lot more power. So I did that. Let's see, what else did I do? I did this a few episodes ago. I never actually showed it, but this is a pretty simple item. Igneous extruder, and this is to make obsidian. It's pumping in the lava from our lava tank and a liquid tesseract, and then on the right side, aqueous accumulator, putting in the lava, and this is pretty neat. I can just pull that out. And yeah, it's going to make us obsidian. If I had it make cobblestone, it would not use up any of the lava, which is kind of neat. I also got this set up, a liquid transposer, and this is just filling buckets up with water so that I can auto craft my overclockers. But anywho, why don't we get started? Let me just get my thoughts together and let's get started on the episode. All right, so first things first, we need to get ourselves some steel to make a steel tank, of course. So from the steel plates, that's made from steel ingots. Now, the way I'm used to making steel ingots is through a blast furnace. Yeah, not the industrial blast furnace, but a normal blast furnace, and that's made with that railcraft thing that looks kind of like netherrack. Let's see if we can find it. Blast furnace is these guys here, and these guys, yeah, it's not too hard to make. These guys, you just put in either coal or coal coke, and that will change. Yeah, I think every single coal coke, it's about the same to do one steel into, or one iron into a steel ingot. However, and actually, let's go ahead and put this in. Should we do it this way? I don't know. Let's leave that alone for now. But that is not required in this mod pack. Let's look up steel again. You can also do steel this way, where you have this steel dust that you smelt. So that's interesting. How do you make that? Looky there. It's a little more expensive on coal, but the fact that you can just shapeless craft it, it's pretty priceless. Let's go ahead and put this in on a pattern in code, and we'll probably do a blast furnace as well. But for now, I think might as well get this in there and we can get this steel dust going. So let's go ahead and let's do up some steel dust. Let's craft, I guess, a stack of that for now. And let me take then, look at, we got almost a stack. What are we out of? What's the issue here? All right, it's doing up some more iron. So let's grab this. Let's make a pattern. This then goes into, let's run upstairs. This will go into a furnace. Once this finishes, my goodness, hurry up. Let that go. Okay, it's all cleared up. This then will go in there. It'll make that steel. Was that 1 for 1? Hold on. Or did that look like it made 2? Oh, it makes 2. Interesting. So it's actually not as bad of a deal. And that made, it was the darker one, I believe. So let's grab that out. So if we go 1, 2, and, oh, and the pattern thingy. 1 steel equals 2 in code. And then do we have room in here? Dang it, we don't have room in here. Let me clear out one of these. Don't really need this brick thing for now. Let's put that in. Awesome. So now, if I throw this in, and let's look up steel again. Let's see, who's the darker one. So if I go craft 64, see what happens. All right, it's going there, and we see it going in there. Awesome. I should probably upgrade these so it pulls out a stack at a time. But that's not too bad. So then, once we have this stuff, we're going to take this, and for now, manually put in the rolling machine, and just go like, and we'll get our steel plates going on. So anyway, let me do up a whole bunch of these, and I'm probably going to do most of this. In fact, we already did a tank. I don't really need to do this again. But the steel, block of steel, steel valves. Yep, it's all pretty much identical. So let me do up that tank, install that, and then we will come back. All right, so we got our steel tank done. Didn't color, it didn't do too much, but we got it in. That's what's important. We'll worry about how things look later. Trying to do the creeper face. I thought it was kind of fun. I was messing around with that. And the other one, so I thought I'd try it. It's not exact because the creeper face is an even number and the max size tank's an odd number, so it always comes out a little funky. But I think it's cool. I think it's the thought that counts. Anywho, I got to get lava pumped into this. And then again, this is a 9 by 9 by 8 tall tank. And the steel, Look at that. It's almost, I think it's like double the size. Almost 21,000. Let's look at the iron tank. Yeah, look at that. That's like double the size. That is not bad at all. So I'll probably upgrade that one later. Anyway, here's the deal. Here's what we're going to do. Before I talked about the geotherms, they produce 20 EU a tick, and I think it's just under 26 of them is going to put out 512 EU a tick, what we need for an MFSU. So I'm going to do, we have, how many do we have? I think we have 18 per side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make, I think 6 more, either 6 or 8 more that I need here. I think it's 8 more. So I'll do 8 here, and the geotherms on this side will come from this tank and be used for the MFSU charge up over here. Yeah, and I installed my the rolling machine to auto make the steel, make it things a little easier on me. And then we'll add in on this side, we'll cut out the cable that's in here. We'll cut this out right here, and then all these geotherms plus the extra ones that I make are going to go over here to power the matter fabs, or what are they called? Mass fabs. So this way I can leave those going. If I get lazy and don't want to refill this with lava, so be it. I'm not going to get more UU matter. However, it's not going to obstruct the power being made for the other one, for the assembly table, and whatever else I do. So let's go in here. Let's look up geothermal. I got a bunch of them ready. So we're going to need 8 more per side, I said. Right? So that is going to be 16. So let's get 16 of these made. Hopefully I have enough to do it. Take a little bit for the auto crafting. Let's just look. Do we have everything? Yeah. So I'm going to have to wait on this. So let me get this running. I'll install them in. It's the same thing that we've done in the other episode. So it's going to go 2, 4, 6, 8. They're going to go out to here. So I'll extend this a little bit. So they'll go out to about here. And then let's also get auto crafting. Just get that up. Yep, so they're going to fit in there. And let's also get auto crafting the mass fabs. Actually, let me just see if I can do it in here, because I made the pattern for it. Mass fab. Actually, let's look it up. Let's look it up. Mass fab. There we go. So here's what we need for it. Oh, is Lapotron crystal, bunch of glowstone. I'm starting to get low on that. The advanced circuits, advanced machine blocks, and yeah, so it's really not that expensive. Why don't we set up to craft 6 of those for now? I don't think I'm gonna have enough power to do all 6 max, but whatever. We'll get 6 of them going in auto crafting. Already got 1 done, and I will meet you back once these are all set. All right, guys, got our mass fab, 6 of them. Got our lava filling in nice. Looks like we've run out of lava. Oh, we got to set up a new pump. Got our 8 new generators on both sides, which is pretty cool. I went ahead, I split the EU wire, the fiber cable. So now these are only supplying this guy. And then all these ones, I have the wire coming through, as well as the lava going up to those. Coming around this way. And then it gets mixed in over here. So everything looks good, looks good. Why don't we break apart and try and get these mass fabs in now? It should be centered right about there. Which is cool. And you know what? I'm going to set these back 1. So let's move this fiber cable over just a little bit until we figure out exactly how we're going to do it. So I can hide in the buses. We'll probably switch over and use some facades fairly soon. But anyway, so let's get this coming over one like that, and then up. Let's get this filled in. Can I get out of here, please? Please, can you do it just for me? All right, there we go. There we go. Awesome. So then let's get these mass fabs in. They're going to go something like this. I think that's good. Let's go run around back. And this will give us enough room so that we can get the ME wire in. All right, so how should we wire these guys up? So from, all right, so from the back, we're going to do all the fiber cable. In fact, this guy's not doing well. What can we do? What can we do? You know what? You're going to get cut out. We'll fix that later. That should give me plenty of room now. So we can get all the power to the back of all these. Like so. And then to pump out, got basic import buses. Let's go do the top 3, like so. And let's do the bottom 3. Come on, let me in. We'll just go like bunk, bunk, bunk. Cool. And then where is an ME wire that we can connect this to? In fact, I think we can just connect it to this. And that will get it going. Let's see here. Let's get that in. So we'll come down right here. And then across. And bam! Is now in. Whoa! Can we get around? And then I need a wire coming up from underneath. Like so to get the top ones. Awesome! Now it's going a little slow. I'm not sure what the max amount of power is that you can put into it. Mass Fab. I'm not sure what the max is. But if we look at the recipes, this is how much EU it takes to make one of these. Actually, is that? It's only shown with the amplifier. So I'm still not exactly sure exactly how these work. It doesn't look like you actually are required to put in scrap or anything like that, but I think it amplifies it, so you may get more pieces. It either goes, the process goes quicker, or you get multiple pieces per thing. But there we go, we're starting to get in UU matter. Sweet! Let's see this from the other side. That is not too bad at all. Awesome, this is kind of ugly looking, but we'll fix it up to look nicer. Anyway, let's see how we're doing on UU. UU. 8 UU matter already. Nice. How's it going through in the lava? Is it draining it? Yeah, it's draining real quick. But we can still pump it in faster than it's draining it. So what I may do is I may make more geothermals and line this whole back with them as well. But I know it causes a bit of lag for spawn. So we may have to start looking for our new place before we really increase our production. We can always pump over power. But anyway, guys, that is pretty cool. So, things that we want to get crafted that require UU matter. We need to go back to what we were looking at in the beginning of the episode. We want to start making solar panels. So these guys required Cenarium part, which is 2 UUs, and then it also required a piece of iridium. It's pretty neat. Iridium, we're able to make, let's see. Oh, no. We're able to make a piece of iridium by just making an eye with the UU matter. Awesome. And boom, there goes our iridium. So that solves that. We compress it to make it an iridium ore. And we can start to make, let's go ahead and let's auto craft it. I already set up the things for it. So let's go solar. Let's go ahead, let's craft an advanced solar panel. Begin. Let's watch it go. Look at all that stuff it has to do. Cool, cool, let's go, let's go. Dang, look at all that stuff. I only asked for one of them. Going through, burning up that coal. All right, got our basic solar. Only needs one of those. Generator iron furnace. This is so neat to watch, though. Go. Almost. 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 Come on, baby. Last two little things, and bam. We got it. Let's look. Awesome. We got our first advanced solar. Now, what can we do with this? I want to get ourselves upgraded. We need one of these solar panel helmets. So this is going to take one advanced solar, and then all this stuff we know. And then also a nano suit helmet. So let's go ahead and do that. Craft it. Begin. Let's look at our little crafting thing. Going through all the parts. Making the nano helmet. Let's go, baby. Let's go. One more. One more. And got it. Sweet. Advanced solar helmet. Oh, I love it. Let's put it on. Fancy, fancy. So now we can finally get some charge while we're on the go. And I can start investigating new areas to live. Now, you guys said at the end of the last episode, I took a look at some new areas that I was thinking of living in. And you guys said you didn't want me to live in Red Rock again. So this kind of takes me back to the drawing board again. And we'll have to look for something else. I still want to have Red Rock. I really love it. But instead of living on a Red Rock mountain, I think I'll just settle for having one in the background. So you guys let me know of a lot of other cool biomes. I'm going to go now that we have our solar panel helmet that can help me have charge and not leave me stranded way out in the middle of nowhere. And yeah, and we'll look for a place to live. Beyond that, I'm gonna start making, in fact, let's get some of them auto crafting. Let's get back downstairs again. I am gonna start off the craft for some hybrid solar panels because we need solar panels that will work at night. So the ultimate's pretty expensive to start out with. Maybe I'll start with just doing some ultimate, no, that's the ultimate hybrid, some just hybrid solar panel ones. So let's do that. Let's see. Hybrid solar. Let's do one and see how long this takes to do. Doesn't look like it's going to be too bad. Oh, look at all that stuff. It's slowly chugging along through. So I think that's pretty cool. Why don't we just get this last thing crafted? And I think this may do it for the episode. I'll check on the time while this is crafting up. But we shall see. Oh geez, we actually have close to 10 minutes left. So I'm trying to knock out all the charge out of my chainsaw. There we go. Finally got it out. And I want to upgrade it. Finally. To the advanced chainsaw. So let's go ahead. Just crafter. What are we doing? What are we doing? Hurry up, hurry up. Let's see. Can we see? Is this going to work for us? Are we going to get to watch it work? Oh, we missed it. It's quickly. It's putting buckets in, but it's getting filled faster than you can see it. How are we doing? All right. So we should now have our advanced chainsaw. Sweet. So let me get that charged up. And I think I might want to play around a little bit with the different modifiers for these guys. Just to see how that does. So we'll get some recyclers going. Let's see. Clear. Recyclers. So to do that, we got to get this guy first in there. Encode that. Oh, we're going to have to get stone encoded too. But we'll get these two encoded and in there. So let's see, where should we fit these? Looks like we got to start a new page. Get those in. I'd like to get, let's see, there's this new kind of pipe. Force pipe, is that what it's called? Here we go. Force transport pipe. Cool. Let's get this in there too. And yeah, we're gonna play around with the way to try and start to make the scrap boxes. So let me charge my stuff up, and I'll meet you guys right back. Oh, and I forgot, our solar panel finished. So let's grab that. I actually made another one as well. So let's get these installed. Oh, and let's get this saw charged up. So we got 2 medium voltages in there already. Oh, I would like to have my saw right now. That would have made things easier. Jeez. DMAC, what are you doing? Let's grab it back out. Alright, this will be much, much easier now. Alright, so we'll knock you out. We should still have the wiring in. Oh, come here. Fine, I'll let you despawn. So let's set this out. So this guy is going to work at nighttime now too. Doesn't make a whole heck of a lot. 64 EU during the day. And I think it's 8 at night. Is that right? That sounds about right. So it's not a lot, but it's a little bit extra. But hopefully this should charge up our MFSU a good bit faster during the day. Because I'm even concerned that ooh, it's not going up by much. Little by little. Oh well. Alright. So where were we? Got our helmet. Got all of our stuff. We are... I gotta get some more furnaces going. Because we don't have enough room to fit more patterns in. Let me get that going. Alright, so let's see if we can figure something out. Kind of fun in our remaining time. Let's go ahead and make these recyclers. So recycler, let's make 4 of them. Alright. Let's get this last recycler in. Boom. And let's get power over to them. And we're probably going to cut out underneath. Just like we did there. And then above. So we'll get the EU going in. Right like this. Going across. Whoop. Alright. And then above and below. Let's put these guys on. Boom, boom. And let's set these to put in cobblestone. So cobble, stack at a time, and going up like that. All right, cool. So we got the scrap being made now with a lot of our excess cobblestone. You gonna make any for me? Come on, buddy. Ew. All right, so we got some scrap. Now, what should we do for this actual scrap? Let's block this off for now. I think it makes more sense doing a few overclockers than it does making more than this. Okay, so we should have everything we need. I made an autarkic gate. Autarkic. I can still never say that right. Anyway, let's see. So we have all these. Let's get then out of all the sides, let's see, precision import bus. So we'll boom, boom. Let's knock those, knock those out. Boom, boom. Let's grab all the scrap out. Hopefully this isn't pulling the cobble too. Yeah, I think that's okay. Alright, and let's get this wrapped around the top. There. So we should see all the scrap going into our system now. So then from there, we're going to do a chest. I'll do it right there for now. We're going to do an export bus into that. Okay, and in this export bus, we are going to do scrap. So let's go back. Let's grab some scrap. All right, got the scrap. This is, again, kind of a getaway of doing it, but I just kind of feel like seeing how this works out. So now that's going to fill up with scrap. Then let's do the force transport pipe like that. And what's kind of neat about this is that it's kind of like an auto crafting table, I guess. How does this work? Oh, lordy. So I learned how to use this. I was doing something majorly wrong. Let's see. Item. Got to make an item card. Item card. Let's grab one of these. And these guys is just the 2 dies, paper, and a force ingot. So not bad, actually. Item card equals item card. All right, so we got to do that. Then I've got to put in my little dart craft thingy. This goes in the middle, and then I need a crafting table. Crafting table. And let's go ahead, go. Awesome. So there's our item card. So if I left click and shift, let's call this scrap. All right. And here's where we'd put our recipe. Right? Right? Yes. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Thank you. All right. So that's a recipe. Anytime I right click it is that. And if I shift right click, it gives us the name. So let's head back down. Let's see if we can get this frickin' thing working. I was trying to see if I needed a wooden pipe, but I don't think so. So that's good. Let's get our force pipe. Stick our force pipe on here. And let's put this thing right here. So this is going to kind of work like an auto crafting table. And yes, there. Now, I think you just right click here, set this in there. Boom, got it. Now let's get our target gate there. And let's set this to, if redstone signal off, energy pulsar. Please work. It's not working. Dang it. All right, take the item card out. And let's move it back. Let's put on that wooden pipe. And ME interface. Boom. And I know I could do this right in our ME systems auto crafting, but the only problem is that if this is something that I'm crafting all the time, it just gets kind of frustrating to always show up in our crafting interface, and it just gets in the way of other stuff. So let's see. If redstone signal off, energy pulsar. You gonna work now? Now let's put this in here. There we go. And that's going to work just like an auto crafting table. So we should be able to see scrap boxes. No, where are our scrap boxes? What's going on? Is it popping out on the floor somewhere? No, that's just the sound it makes. That in itself is kind of annoying. We should see scrap boxes. Oh, no, they're here. Why is it not pushing the scrap boxes through? Why is it not pushing it out? Do you have to pump out of the pipe then? Or is it just not interact with this? It looks like it is. Maybe you have to wait till the buffer's full. All right, so let's see what happens. Let's put down... Let's put this down over here. Actually, wooden pipe. Okay, so we're seeing that going through. And let's put this down here. All right, well, maybe we should do a different pipe. All right, you're all spilling out. Stop it. Gimme. All right, so what's going on? Why is this? It's making the scrap. Do I have to pump out of this pipe too? Oh, no, it went through and that went in. All right, so let's shift this scrap into here and see what happens. It's getting sucked through. Is it only putting the scrap boxes? It's every 9 scrap. What's going on here? Alright, so I guess you have to wait until the buffer goes all the way up before it sends it through, but it's only putting scrap boxes in. So next, how do we get these scrap boxes into these matter fabricators? That is going to be the next trick. Alright, so here's the deal. It seems like the only spot in which it can actually stick them into the Mass Fabs is if we have an export bus pointing at the bottom. So we're going to have to play around with these a little bit differently than what we had before. Let's pop these guys all out. And what we'll do is from the bottom, let's knock that out, let's knock that out. Let's put just a single row of them. And let's see, precision export buses. Alright, these force pipes aren't working out quite as smooth as I had hoped. I tried doing another one to make cobblestone slabs, and it just didn't seem to be able to go fast enough. So if you guys have any tips on that, let me know. And I don't even know if it's worth doing the recycling or not, but let me give you kind of a gist of what it does. I'm not making the scrap boxes fast enough yet, but when I throw it in down here, watch this. It's going through them, and see, it amplified it for that short little while, but it just burns right through them. So I really don't know if it's even worth it. Anyway, as far as UU matter goes, let's look at this. Wow, 399. You know what, why don't we just end things off and see if maybe we could make like an ultimate solar panel. That would be awesome. So let's try this out. Ultimate hybrid solar panel. Begin. Let's see how long this takes. Oh my goodness. I can't believe it. We had like almost 400 UU matter, I think, or 300. That's insane. It's already at the point where it needs more. So anyway, guys, I think that's gonna about do it. We did a lot of kind of boring stuff today, but we got our UU matter. We're gonna be able to get our ultimate solars, and we're gonna be able to get soon our quantum armor. I love it. Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to rate. Don't forget to leave that big old thumbs up because it helps me out oh so much on YouTube for getting better noticed. And yeah, guys, leave a nice comment. Let me know what you think, whether we should do that whole scrap stuff or not. It seems like more of a pain in the butt than it's really worth. But yeah, any other suggestions, tips, anything, let me know in the comments below. And yeah, guys, I'll see you next time. Peace out.